The Spartans, the story of the 300. In the annals of history, there are few stories as iconic as that of the 300 Spartans, a small group of warriors who, in 480 BC, stood against the might of the Persian Empire, changing the course of history forever. But who were these warriors? What made them so legendary? And how did they inspire tales of courage, honor, and sacrifice that echo through the ages? The rise of Sparta. To understand the legendary 300, we must first understand the city-state that forged them, Sparta. Nestled in the southern part of Greece, Sparta was a society built for war. Unlike the other Greek city-states, which were known for their philosophers, artists, and merchants, Sparta was known for one thing: its warriors. Sparta was founded on a warrior culture that valued strength, discipline, and loyalty above all. From a young age, Spartan boys were trained in the art of war through the rigorous agoge system. They endured hardship, hunger, and pain, forging themselves into perfect soldiers. Their purpose in life? To protect their city-state and their way of life. The Spartan soldier, or hoplite, was a force to be reckoned with. Armed with a spear, a short sword, and a large round shield, Spartans fought in a tightly knit formation known as the phalanx, a wall of shields and spears that made them nearly invincible on the battlefield. In the early 5th century BC, a new and terrifying force arose: the Persian Empire. Under the leadership of King Xerxes, the Persians sought to expand their domain across Greece and beyond. They were massive, with an army numbering in the hundreds of thousands, an overwhelming force compared to the smaller Greek city-states. King Xerxes, determined to crush the Greek resistance, aimed to invade Greece, subjugate its people, and expand his empire. But he underestimated the resolve of the Greek city-states. While many chose to surrender, there was one city-state that would not bend the knee: Sparta. Led by King Leonidas, Sparta would make its stand. But Leonidas wasn't alone. He called upon his fellow Greeks to unite in the face of this Persian threat. And so, at the narrow pass of Thermopylae, one of the most famous battles in history would unfold: the Battle of Thermopylae. In 480 BC, King Xerxes' massive Persian army advanced toward Greece. To block their path, King Leonidas of Sparta chose Thermopylae, a narrow pass flanked by mountains on one side and the sea on the other. This choke point was the perfect place for a small army to defend against a much larger foe. Leonidas, a king known for his bravery and leadership, gathered an elite force of 300 Spartans. But he wasn't just leading his own people. He had secured a coalition of Greek warriors from other city-states, including the Thespians, Thebans, and others, bringing the total number to around 7,000. Together, these 7,000 Greeks prepared to face a Persian force that some estimates say numbered as many as 100,000. Others say even more. But the Spartans had something the Persians could not anticipate: superior tactics, a strong sense of unity, and a fierce determination to protect their land. The Persian army marched toward Thermopylae with the weight of an empire behind them. But when they reached the pass, they found themselves facing an impenetrable wall of shields. The Spartans, fighting in their phalanx formation, were able to hold the Persians at bay, inflicting heavy losses. For 2 days, the Greeks held their ground. The narrow pass worked to their advantage, preventing the Persian numbers from overwhelming them. The Persian archers and cavalry could not break the Spartan lines. Xerxes, enraged by the loss of his soldiers, decided to take desperate measures. He sent waves of soldiers, but none could break the Spartans' defense. On the third day, however, a Greek traitor named Ephialtes betrayed the defenders, revealing a secret mountain path to the Persians. The final stand. Knowing that the Persian forces would soon encircle them, Leonidas and his 300 Spartans made the ultimate decision. They would remain behind to cover the retreat of the other Greek forces, knowing full well they would not survive. In their final stand, the 300 Spartans fought with unmatched courage, holding their ground against overwhelming odds. Every man knew that they were making a sacrifice not just for themselves, but for all of Greece. One by one, the Spartans fell. Leonidas himself was slain by the Persians, but his death did not break their spirit. They fought until the very end, each man making a stand worthy of legend. Their bravery inspired the Greek forces to unite and eventually defeat the Persian Empire in the following years. The legacy of the 300. Though the 300 Spartans perished at Thermopylae, their legacy lived on. Their sacrifice united the Greek city-states and helped to drive out the Persians. The Battle of Thermopylae became a symbol of resistance, courage, and honor. The story of the 300 has been retold for centuries, in books, movies, and even comic books. It reminds us that sometimes it's not the size of the army that matters, but the strength of the resolve and the courage to stand up against tyranny, no matter the odds. The 300 Spartans may have fallen, but their spirit lives on. Their story is a testament to the power of unity, sacrifice, and courage in the face of overwhelming adversity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic tales of bravery and heroism. Until next time, remember, history isn't just the past. It's a living story, waiting to be told.